Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am a cross country and track runner. I'm really just filming these for myself kind of, but hey, I mean, if people like it, that's cool. But anyways, in this video I'm just gonna kind of tell you my story and, what I've done so far and what I hope to do in the future. And yeah, let's get into it. So anyways, about 2 years ago, the summer going into my 7th grade year, my mom kind of basically convinced me to do cross country just because she kind of defined it as something different than a sport. And I think when she told me it was a sport, but I guess I didn't really think of it as a sport. She basically explained it as just a bunch of us running around in the woods, and I know it sounds really stupid, but that's actually something that sounded appealing to me. Because that's all that I would do over summer. I would just kind of run around for no reason. I don't know. I was a weird kid, okay? Okay. Wow, I suck. Anyways, I did cross country that year. Was not that good at first. I definitely got a lot better. I don't think I was ever very good. I got 3rd at counties that year, so I was pretty proud of that. But I was never, really good. But anyways, my teammates convinced me to do indoor. I had planned to do basketball that entire year, but they convinced me to do indoor, and so I'm like, okay. So I did decent in that, but I tested up to varsity, unlike in cross country, so I was not really placing very well, but I did pretty good time-wise. And then, as you can expect, they convinced me to do outdoor as well. Again, I was on varsity, so it really didn't place very well. My best times that year were 12:17 in the 2 mile, 5:40 in the mile, and I think 2:32 in the 800 or something. So it was an okay year. And so basically that summer, at this point, I still had no idea what I was doing. I had no idea what actual distance running training was like or anything. I did nothing over the summer. Let me be clear, I did nothing. But around mid-August, I found this YouTuber named Ryan Trahan, and he kind of really showed me how I was actually supposed to train. And I felt really terrible because I hadn't trained that entire year. And, I didn't know that I was supposed to do summer training because, whatever. And he kind of just really inspired me to actually start training. If you guys don't know who he is, he has millions of subscribers now. He doesn't really make running videos anymore. But anyway, he got 2nd at states in cross country and track in literally everything. So he was really good. Obviously, 4:15 miler, 15:36 5K runner. He's very fast. So yeah, he kind of inspired me to, but I don't think I really took a lot of his points correctly. Obviously, because my training kind of sucked. I think at this point I was doing 35 miles a week-ish, but my training was kind of terrible. Basically what I did is I did no workouts. I did 1 long run a week, which was 7 miles, not really that long, and a medium long run each week, which was 5 miles, and those I would really push, go to the well on each one. And then all my other days would be 4 miles every single day, but I would take them basically every other day would be an easy day, and every other day would be a hard day. And so the medium long run and the long run were both hard days. But then any other days that were separating, say Monday was an easy day, Tuesday was my long run, Wednesday easy day, Thursday medium long run, Friday easy day, Saturday would be 4 miles, but it would be really, really hard. And it wouldn't just be hard, it would be I'm totally dead when I'm done. So yeah, that's what that was like. But so it was not that good of training. Through that cross country season I did that. Never any speed workouts for whatever reason. And my best 5K was a 19:30. So, that was pretty good actually. I'm pretty happy with that. But anyway, during indoor track I kind of continued this. It was really snowy, but I think it was working out pretty well. So that year, I'm trying to think, somewhere around mid-February, mid-January, something like that, my teammate Hayden Barry comes up to me and he's like, hey, I want you to read this, and he hands me this book, and I'd never heard of it before. It was called at this point I'd already seen a ton of other YouTubers VO2 Max Productions, if you know him, The Athlete Special, Zach Levitt, just a bunch of guys. But he handed me this book, and I read it, and I read a lot of it, and this is basically when I realized that I was doing everything wrong. And so this is when I made another mistake, a worse mistake. After he showed me this book, I read it, and I'm like, okay, Hayden, I think I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to do exactly what you're doing, just at a slower pace, obviously, but I'm going to do everything that you're doing. And he was doing like 45 to 50 miles a week at this time. We even did a 60-mile week once, which I don't even know. But yeah, so that's what I did. And I did not build up to it gradually at all. I'm just like, I'd been doing 35 for a while, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to do exactly what Hayden's doing. 45-mile week, 50-mile week, 60-mile week. And then it was just, and I think I was in really good shape. I remember I was actually doing workouts during this time. I actually did a long run. It was 9 miles at 7:31 pace. I was really happy with that at the time. That was really nice. My longest run, and actually, this kind of segues to the next part of the story. I did an 11-mile long run. It was like at 7:45 pace, so it was actually a pretty good run. I had to stop in the middle of it to go to the bathroom, though, which was my fault. But anyway, so then that night I felt a little bit of pain in like my right leg on the side, and I didn't really think too much of it because I didn't know that injury was like, I didn't really like think about injury at all at that point. I thought of injury is like if you fall over and break something, but not like an overuse injury. So anyway, the next day it still hurt, and I asked some people on Ben Barrow's running Discord, that's another YouTuber, I just shot the question, like, should I run with this pain? And they're like, no. And I know that now, but obviously. But so I didn't run, and then the pain continued, and they said that it was a sore tendon in my right, like next to my right knee. That was the problem, which was not a good problem. Apparently that can turn into something really, really, really bad. But anyway, I was only off for like a week, so I was actually really happy about that. But I had watched some other things and learned that I shouldn't really try to do that high of mileage, especially at this age. This was in 8th grade, by the way. So, anyways, this is after indoor track. Indoor track was decent. My mile, I got it down to a 5:33. Never really ran a good 2 mile. There is no 800. I did run a really good 1K, though. I ran a 3:05, so that was pretty good. 3:04, actually. 3:04.99. Anyway, so yeah, basically, I was only out for a week, and then I started just doing some easy runs to get back into it. Maybe 3 days after that, I mean, of course, I fall downstairs, and I land on the side of my ankle, and I'm out for 3 weeks. I had to wear a cast for like 3 days, and then... But yeah, I was out for 3 weeks. That was not fun. And the 4th week I came back, it was spring break. I was still in a little bit of pain, but I came back anyways, and at 20 miles. And after that, I kind of made another small mistake, but I don't think it was really a mistake. Basically, when summer track started, or not summer track, but outdoor track started, I was doing what Hayden was doing, but he's a senior, by the way, and he's really, really good. He won sectionals this year, last year. Yeah, he's a god. Anyway, so he, I was doing what he was doing, but I was doing less and slower. I was, transferring it to my weekly mileage, so I don't think that was too bad of an idea. I was still pretty consistent. But anyway, so outdoor track rolls around. First meet, dying, I run a 13:40 something for the 2 mile. I don't know. But yeah, my times were not very good at first, but actually, despite the injury and the training and everything, I was actually able to drop down pretty considerably. I never really ran a good 800, though. I ran one, and it was kind of more of a tactical race because we were trying to win that meet, and we did, by a lot, though, so it didn't really matter, but I actually scored a point, so I'm pretty happy with that. It was just more of a tactical race, so I ran 2:32 there. But I could probably run like 2:25-ish this year. But anyways, in the mile I got a 5:20, and in the 2 mile I got an 11:59. So yeah, I was really happy with those. And Steeple was not that good. I ran it once. It was like 13 minutes or something. It wasn't that good. I'm not saying any of these times are good, but they're decent for me. So, but anyways, that was this year. And then I did the smart thing and took 2 weeks off. There were a couple nagging injuries, so I just got rid of those, and I came back pretty strong, not fitness-wise, but injury-wise. And my first week was a 20-mile week. Then the second week, which was last week, was a 25-mile week. And now this week is a 25-mile week. I did my first tempo run yesterday. It was 2 miles at like 7:13 pace. I'll link my Strava in the description. I got a new running watch. It's the Soleus GPS Fly. So I'm gonna post all of my runs on Strava now. So if you guys want to see that, the link will be in the description. You can follow me on there. Also, I'm gonna create a Discord if you guys have that. I don't know, but I'm gonna create a Discord. I'll leave the invite link for that in the description as well. And also, I'll leave my Instagram down there if you want to follow me on there. I don't really have any other social media, so, but yeah, that's about it. But anyways, so yeah, basically on this channel, I mean, I don't know. I'm going into 9th grade. My 2 goals for cross country, I don't know if I should say 2 goals. Oh, yeah. My first goal, I don't know if I have any placement goals yet. My first goal, I want to break 18 minutes. That is in the 5K. That is a big, big goal, but I think it's possible. And then my second big goal is there was this one guy. He ran cross country with me in 7th grade, and we were pretty close to each other. But I was definitely, I don't know. I won most of the time. He never beat me, but one time he came very close. His name was Liam Cressley. He still knows me, except he ran way faster than me this year, and he's way better than me. So my second goal is to beat him consistently. I don't know if that's possible, but I'll try. Or at least beat him at like sectionals or counties or some important meet. But yeah, those are probably my 2 biggest goals for cross country. And then after cross country, I'm going to take like 2 weeks off and then just train right through indoor and into outdoor. I don't really care about indoor. I'll do the races, but I'm not going to push it too much. I'm really focusing on outdoor. What I want to do there is I want to run at least 11:30 or 11:15 in the 2 mile. I don't really have a set goal on that. Maybe 2:20 in the 800, but my biggest goal, which is a huge stretch because this is basically Hayden right now. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this, but I want to run 4:40 in the mile so I can go to to New Balance Nationals. That's probably my hugest goal for next year. So that's what I want to do. But I guess we'll see what happens. On this channel, I'm probably just going to post, every week I'm going to post an overview of my training. And every week that I can, I'm going to upload some recordings of my workouts, which over the summer is just a weekly tempo run and a weekly long run. Everything else is just easy runs, so I don't really think that I'm going to record those because there's no reason to. But I'll still go over them in the thing at the end of the week. Also, in the description, I'll probably leave a link to a document or a Google Sheets. It shows what my training is going to be for the next, until cross country is over, I guess. I have a couple meets on there that I know of, but we won't get the schedule until like August. I'm also doing some races over the summer, so those will be on there. And the document will definitely change as, because my schedule has to be a little flexible usually. But, it'll change, but it'll stay roughly the same. Basically, last week I ran 25 miles. This week I'm running 25 miles, then 30, then 35, then 30, then 35. And I might sprinkle some 40-mile weeks in there. So I guess you can look for that, but 40 miles is not going to be anything that I'm going to do consistently until after cross country. So, yeah, that's that. But anyways, I guess that's pretty much it. My biggest goal for ever is just to win states. I don't think that's going to happen either, but I think it's possible. I just got to do everything right. You guys can leave your thoughts down in the comments. You can look at my training schedule that I have laid out, criticize it, like constructively criticize it. Obviously, you can be mean if you want. This is the internet, but I don't know. There's a lot of fast people out there, so I'm just going to try to be one of them. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and yeah, stay tuned for more videos.